Hello, my good people. So, from what you can tell from the title and from what I'm wearing, and of course I had to put it on my lamp, we're talking about the history of the woman blazer. You have probably seen the blazer somewhere, or you might even own one. I'm like 100% sure. You've either seen it on Bella Hadid, on Instagram, Pinterest, any social media, on runways. You've probably seen it. You most likely even own one. Maybe your mom has one, your grandma, maybe your great-great-great-grandmother. They probably have one too. But where did the blazer originate? Is it back in fashion? Or has it always been a classic fashion statement piece? So let me explain the history of the woman blazer and the blazers and suits in general. The blazer was first created in 1885 by the Englishman John Redfern. At first, it was a man's garment, which slowly became more democratic and entered the woman's wardrobe in the 19th century. For women, the changes in society affected the wearing of the blazer, which gradually started to become a daytime garment, just like the dress. Women's lifestyles became much more active, and they started wearing more comfortable clothes. Suits started to replace corsets. The jacket was longer at this time, and it came down to the hips. Honestly, like what I'm wearing. As you can see, it's pretty long. So the suit consisted of a jacket and a matching skirt to go along with it. It was loved by women for its practicality and comfort, which is exactly why women still love it to this day. After the World War I, so the very first World War, the desire for the suit took over. Women actually preferred the suit/coat as it was much more easier to wear and so much more comfortable, especially for the women mobilized in the factories during the conflict. Suit was a sign of liberation and revolution, and then mostly young girls started wearing it with the desire for a new silhouette in opposition to the corseted silhouette that their mothers wore. You know, like in Jane Austen, all the women wore like corsets, so they wanted to change that. They were tired of it. They didn't like the corset anymore. It was honestly probably too hard to wear. And in my opinion, the corset is so annoying. I don't know how they did that back then. With the rise of the automobile, so the cars, and the boyish silhouette, tailoring was seen as a demand for equality. The reason for this was the trouser suits. In the summer of 1939, with wide masculine cuts, which actually caused a scandal and was worn by Hollywood stars. During the World War II, so the Second World War, which lasted from 1939 to 1945. Women actually borrowed their clothes from the husbands that were at war, and that's when the knee-high skirt and a sober jacket was a practical and a chic silhouette. By the way, silhouette is just like, I don't know, that's a silhouette, I'm guessing. You know, just a silhouette, like a shape. So with Dior, we are after the war now, so at around 1947, they wanted to change the idea of the practical chic. That's when the straight shoulder, the rounded bust became more desirable. A silhouette of a woman who was once again a housewife. The focus was no longer on the practicality of the suit, but more focused on the aesthetics of it, how it looked. With an ultra feminine silhouette, and a corseted top. Chanel then opposed Dior in its idea of the suit with an elegant suit, and you've probably seen it, for an active and a well-to-do woman. And to this day, it still remains as the idea of practical but chic. In my opinion, my favorite. I love a classical suit, a matching pants and blazer with like the Chanel aesthetic, and also an aesthetic that is making a little comeback that you probably see on TikTok or the internet, and It's the old money aesthetic. Love it. It's so beautiful. Love classic. Anything classic? Love it. Honestly love it. It looks so good. So from the 1960s, the suit kept evolving. Courage with its dynamic silhouettes. Courage is a high fashion brand. Is Saint Laurent, I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. With the lay smoking, honestly power move. And the suit became a sign of power, but a feminine power, of course. The 1980s emphasized the empowerment of women. Oversized shoulder pads gave off a powerful look. So when a woman in the 1980s wore a big blazer with big shoulder pads, she was seen as a working girl, very elegant and very ambitious. Once the 90s came around, many adventurous people who led the way in fashion back then wanted to try something new. So they abandoned the matching bottoms and paired the jacket with something completely out of the blue, something unexpected, something ordinary, making the blazer the third piece of separate based looks. So in the early 2000s, you would see celebrities on red carpets, they would wear it. You would see Disney stars wear it. The blazer just kept evolving. People still loved it to that day. Black leather blazers. Just people kept wearing them because they loved it. By people, I mean women. Well, and men, but this video is on women. Finally, in the late 2000s to now, so 2023, the blazers saw change once again. Colorful blazers were then adopted as a fashion trend by women, and the blazer became a statement item. People nowadays love the blazer. You see it everywhere. It's a power move to layer over your evening dress, a party dress, jeans, literally, you can name it. So what can I say? I personally absolutely love the blazer. I always find the best blazers at the thrift stores or the ones that my mom wore. She had so many sets which I took from her. I'm like, sorry, can I have them? I'm gonna have them. You have no choice. I love a matching two-piece suit. It makes me feel sexy, even when I'm like not showing any skin. It's just so elegant, empowering, and now knowing the history, I still love it. I don't know what that changes, but now I know the history, and now you know the history. So if there is a statement piece that a woman needs in her little closet, it 100% has to be the blazer, so go get one. You can find one anywhere. And when you find your blazer, it will speak out to you. It will make your figure look nice. An oversized one is cute as hell as well, but a blazer that suits your silhouette is so good looking. And now my prediction, woman blazers and suits will always stay classy, chic, and empowering. So let me know if you own a blazer, if you like blazers, but I think I wanted to make this video because they are back in style, and I think they started coming back into style in 2019. Thank you so much for watching. Go be an empowering woman that you are. I love you so much, and I'll see you